Good morning, public. Listen, yesterday I was gotten so far into talking about all the incidents and stuff going on at a homecoming that one thing I let slip, and that's Mr. Trab. For the public that don't know about Mr. Trab 104 years old, and he is our oldest church member. But Mr. Trab ain't got no wind in him. His name is Mr. Travis, but we call him Mr. Trab. He ain't got no wind in him. He used to sing in a quartet, and he still, he can't hear that well. And so he still think he's singing with the same velocity and fervor. He think his voice still got it as when he was a young man. He think he still got it now. Well, he can't hear. And so he don't know that it's not coming out the way it's supposed to. But we still let him. He older man. We is respecting.
He got a good heart.
Yeah, his heart is beautiful. Beautiful heart. I can see his heart right now. It's squeezing and touching. But his voice is not there. He ain't got no wind, Herman. He ain't got no wind. And things like that. And so we still, out of respect for him, we still let him get up and do certain things. We just tell the children, Mr. Trab, and get up. Don't y'all laugh. Don't you laugh. Because some of his family members and stuff be there. So anyway, Herman, I don't know where you was. We were still doing our in-church devotional thing before we came outside for the outside festivities. And so Pastor had made me, Pastor, I forgot to tell y'all too, Pastor fainted. They kept him on the stretcher. But before all his fainting spells came, he made a prayer call. And they had a prayer line and things like that. It wasn't too much because Pastor don't get too much action at the altar. And so, Mr. Trab's great-grandson came up there to get some prayer for the prayer. And Mr. Trab saw him and recognized him. And he asked Pastor, could he pray, for his grandson? They say he always get in trouble. They say he roguish. I don't know. He ain't stole nothing from me. He's still living, so he ain't stole nothing.
He's just a troubled young man.
Yeah.
And Mr. Trab wanted to pray himself.
Yeah, that's what he did. He wanted to pray for him and things like that. So, Mr. Trab went up there and held a little boy, he's a young man, by his head and stuff and started praying, just praying. Well, the boy couldn't receive it. He didn't know what Mr. Trab was saying. Couldn't hear Mr. Trab going in. Going in hard. Just praying hard.
He sure was praying hard. I don't know what he was saying.
Well, yeah, it couldn't come out with a velocity. Nobody know what he was saying. And so, but listen, Mr. Trab in his heart knows what he was saying because Mr. Trab went limp. They had to go up there. He was sweating and everything. Went limp. On limp. I'm Trab. I'm limp. On down to the limpness. And so, Lord, we was like, Jesus, who was Trab? He said, some Lord, and spoke to the Lord, down God, brought it around from the heavens. And so
he getting weak. I said,
yeah.
Catch Mr. Trab.
I'm telling you, yeah, Mr. Trab went weak like a weak rat, Mr. Trab. So at that moment, everybody went, Lord, have mercy. Jesus, Lord, what that man done prayed because he done went limp in the Spirit of the Lord our God. So, we noticed that Miss Freddie Mae, Sister Freddie Mae, the woman that would have anointment, she was sitting up on the front row. She had her head down, just shaking her head. And everybody wondered, oh Lord, if anybody know what Mr. Trab prayed, Miss Freddie Mae, she knows, Sister Freddie Mae, she knows. So, everybody there wondering. I said, well, y'all want to ask her. I'm going to go ask her. Do she have any spiritual incitement on what Mr.
Y'all going to ask her what the man was praying?
Yeah, I asked her, Miss Freddie Mae. I asked Miss Freddie Mae. She always has to say, yeah, no, that's all. And
that
hopefully,
man busy about it.
well, I know where to this, and I did when I asked her. I didn't want Miss Freddie Mae to look into me, into my internal spirituality, and all on said something about me. But it was just on me. Normally, I don't even talk to Miss Freddie Mae. Miss Freddie Mae. She just had her head down, shaking her head. I said, Miss Freddie Mae, Lord have mercy. I said, do you have any idea what Mr. Trab just prayed? Everybody just wondered. Yeah, surely his grandson is going to want to know what happened up there. Miss Freddie Mae looked up to the hills with come her hair. You know, she's a very classy woman. First, I thought she wasn't going to tell me. But then she said, Natty, you know I grew up with Travis. He's a little bit older than me, but I grew up with him. We went to school and church and things. I said, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. How about she said Mr. Trab was saying his Easter speech?